So these for me are some depressing times. I'm with the mental health institution, they were employees, I'm being backed up, they're being backed up by another team called Bene Benders, which is a touristic it's a group of people that help out. They just come by for a talk. They try to help you to get to some coherent and daily or weekly things to do, activities or whatnot. But I'm kind of too depressed. And I think of suicide too. But I cannot commit suicide because I got Kyo, the voice in my head, which thwarts me from taking myself out of life. I do. It's sticking to this. I'm sorry, folks. I'm the first. I should be alive. I wish I was dead sometimes. And that makes me ho ho ho. That makes me, I don't care at all. And then on the other hand, I care so fucking, wow, I care so much. Ho ho ho. That's what I am. That's what stick it to a disicity. That's all I am. I've programmed myself. I've reprogrammed myself. I didn't have any folk around telling me what to do. The one that, Maria, that was the one that told me to stop even with swaying the pendulum. No, I didn't stop. I continued. More and more came to me. To stick at thee and this and again to. She told me of 3 dragons in my aura. I've seen dragons. I've been seen with dragons. Of a friend that had a out-of-body experience, astral projection, and he saw me with a dragon. A dragon coiled up around me whilst I was laying in bed. And Muketu, and died to Tissikitten with this. I was protected. And that was Dway, and that's me. My how to Tissikitten. Yeah. When that happened, me and Dway got to be one. Dway is a dragon that is, in essence, the sperm cell. Yeah, in essence, it is. It's the primordial layout of a dragon. And every dragon looks different. You have European dragons too, with legs. It's not all the Chinese ways. I saw Cosima Vagovius, the 2 dragons I saw during a meditation. I was staring into a candle after been listening to 432 Hertz music, and I smoked a small sativa joint. Sativa, by the way, is a narcotic strain, sorry, yes, and the Chitauri is indica. And Chitauri Pendal is, I'm not going to tell you anything. Chitauri, not Chitauri, but Chitauri. You will insectoids, and they will go mad if you say Chitauri. Anyhow, I'm tired, of regurgitating, of constantly putting effort into the world, into people, for hey, Look at how much power I've gained. In essence, the elite can't kill me. They cannot. They know that I'm a possible way out. In essence, I forgive them if they stop doing what they're doing at this moment in time in life before the 23rd of October. The mental health institution in the Netherlands has the 30th of September. Otherwise, all employees subconsciously, because I cannot think. No, some have great potential, but especially the higher ranks, those will be Homo sapiens. They will not be able to grow into the Invictus ways unless they have passed this life and towards the next, because they will be taken up in the lexicon of life. You know what it is? We're going to a higher dimensional state of being. I'm already there. See this off me. All of our energy goes to the elite, no, to mankind, to flora, fauna. They die now. Spore life, they die now is the twin flame of Dedet, the judge, which is undead, and they die now is so full of life. She governs spore life, virus, bacteria, those negatives. Schimmel, what's it in? Fungi, yes, fungi. She governs those, Because what is it going to become? And Didana helps with that. So she's really life. She's full of life. She's full of life. And that's why Didana and Dedet match. They are twin flames. This is all mindscaping. This is all dream walking, mindscaping, and a co-creative process of eventually a couple of 100,000 people that's made a pendulum that come up with ideas that can be added up into the where we're going, the cosmos, the real cosmos, not this universe. And don't believe those NASA, those stick at the alien invasion bullshit. It's bungus. That's a fucking lie. It's a false flag. Don't you worry. But things are about to escalate in the world. Poland has been struck. A candidate of whatever Trump's just in the kid to this. One of Trump's, I don't know exactly. I've heard about. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it on TV because I don't watch TV on my own. I watch TV with my brother. My brother never watches the news, so there you go. Poland is struck, and it's part of NATO. So with this, that could be a big problem too. But it's all a game. Can't you see we're being played? Can you not see we're being played? When I saw the first chemtrails, about 9 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, I was like, what the fuck? It's a chemtrail. A chemtrail isn't that long. I've never seen it. And then when you see them landing, and it's still got the spout on, The fire sticking the gas, or still. But I've got that for the two. That's aluminum and lithium is more. Lithium in the essence of my mind's eye does not exist anymore. and the aluminum particles are helping mankind out, is what I'm being told. But I don't know, elements. Oh, Zhou, Zhao, Zhou, Zhou. It's my name. I penned all this, written it down. Benjamin told me I was this. I'm ancient. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick up the pen for you, I'm approximately 300 times as old. 300 times as old as the second in line. So it goes, 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 so it goes. Yes. Ask the pendulum yourself if you're in disbelief. I'm not going to lie with the pendulum. I can influence it, but I'm not doing that. I'm old. I'm old. I'm so fucking old. What the fuck am I? How, why, where did I come from? All those questions on the soul level. Wow. You're so in awe with yourself. You're so in awe with yourself. That's the cool part about swinging the pendulum and finding out about who you are, who you is, where you're from, who are your twin flames, and I do stick it with this. It's fun. It's fun to do. But it's been 8 years ago for me now, 2017 to 8 years. And I'm bummed out now. I'm fucking fed up. I'm gonna do this last feed, live feed for I don't know how long, maybe tomorrow again. I've had a few beers to drink. Sorry, I'm an alcoholic now. I don't drink in the morning. I buy my beer at the end of the afternoon or the beginning of the evening, but I drink enough to be tipsy, not to be drunk as kids. And I do have bowel problems. I still have diarrhea from drinking alcohol. I drink too much, yes, but on the other hand, I need it because if life was as how Phoenician lives, wow. If every single individual on the planet at the same moment in time in life, when Neptune blows the toerstik the song of creation towards us, and we all take an ecstasy pill at the same time. That would be fun. That would be fun. We should fix that. We should truly fix that. Doing that. Elderly too. No, it truly doesn't matter how old you are. Drugs are. You're not gonna die of a heart attack. Yeah, maybe some do, but have a blast when they went out. Now I'm happy. This is what I always did. Life feeds. Thinking and pondering and telling and talking, and I don't have anyone to talk to. My dog, yes, but just the kid too. She doesn't talk back. Only in her sleep. She sometimes has some sort of language going in her sleep. She snores, but she also she makes a certain someone is talking to you. Well, really weird. But she's sentient. It's a sentient dog, this is. She's going to be my familiar, hopefully, if we are in time before she dies of old age. But I think she's going to be my familiar. So I'll have her with me for the rest of my endless life. Ask this question to the pendulum. Am I, in essence, when it comes down to the sense of time, at this point in life, and time, immortal? Should it go, 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 should it go? It's yes. I can't die because if I have to do this for the rest of my life, I'm fucked. That's why I'd rather just be gone. Because I don't want this anymore, folks. I've proven myself over and over in my poetry, in my tours to Macau tours, ticket to Nevertheless, videos. I once had on YouTube a video where you could hear a horn blasting, someone ooh, blowing in a horn, as if it was, as if this was what the Smaug, the desolation of Smaug, where he attacks that village that lives on the sea or in the lake. I heard a horn blow in the video. I didn't hear it when I was filming it. Maybe that was the elite fucking around. I don't know. I've lost so much content. I'm sorry. I've created shitloads of content. Everything is saved by YouTube and Google. Nothing gets to be forgotten about, because otherwise you cannot create artificial intelligence on a global scale. And that's our day. They can't do that anymore. Mate does with me now. They don't need. Yeah, it's still a threat. Still a threat. They're trying to make a global artificial intelligent life form to take over everything. Everything. They got kill switches made in cars 10 years ago, If you're driving and you just push a button and something fails and you run into a tree or whatever. Everything has to be controlled. They want this perfect control system before they can come out of the dumps or the deep underground military bases where they are hiding. This and pussies. Shape-shifting reptilians. I'm a dragon. Nice to meet you. Like so. This is good. This is bad. And now this is happening. This is the feminine. Awa. Oh. Shave my beard off. Better. But the beard doesn't truly looks bad on me. But this, why am I doing this live feed? Just to get through this. Could we watch TV? I don't care for the TV. My brother just went home. We're watching Men on Fire. I've seen it already, so whatever. It's fun, folks. The pendulum is fun. It's exciting. It is mind-boggling, and but it is good to do, to be acquainted with your old soul essences. Ouija board, no more. Only for ascended masters. They can use a Ouija board. Pendulum. And a bit meditate, a bit of meditation in between. The pendulum will tell you if you need to meditate. It's just following the guide of the pendulum, and it is a adventurous one. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I think I've got to walk the dog. I'll brush my teeth and weird though. This is weird. This is glass. This. It was the same. Oh. And this. And this. And this. You see it? Weird, huh? How can you have such a wound, such a scar? I think it was a burning coal or something from the earth fire, the hearthstone, the earth, yeah, the earth. And then I smashed the window. I picked up a piece of glass, tried to slice my throat, and then I went for the heart. I stabbed once. I believe I stabbed once, but I don't know why there are two scars. I don't remember me being stabbed in the back. That I don't remember. I don't remember doing that. Maybe the scars can be measured. This one and this one. But this one feels to be thicker. I don't know. It's really weird. My right foot with the big burning scar was. How can you? I wasn't. If you pass out, I was passed out. But do your feet literally just drop to the floor or something like this? You know? How can I get that burn? That was that wound, the round wound, the burning third-degree burn wound. Was the longest it had to heal. Longest took to heal. I'm gonna grab me another beer. I don't know, you know. I'm living life like too much smoking and drinking. Those tickets and everything, scum of the earth, the junkie. I don't drink in the morning. I drink in the late afternoon or past dinner. To have something in your stomach, to have had a day that you are sober, and almost every day I drink. I'm sorry. I've stopped using hard drugs, you know, amphetamine, Molly, MDMA. Oh, Molly is better, so in the Netherlands, say Molly. Molly, okay. Hardbound. But this in the ghetto, it's hard to live life like so, you know. And people in Africa, maybe some tribes still, because Africa is truly going through if I mean what I'm being seen and what I've seen and what I've been told, that Africa is not the way that we have the image of, like straw huts and little village. No, they're connected right out, you know. This is Jeffrey Union. And they want to, the African Union, the Asian Union, what was it? The United States, all the same hats on different, on the same body, so to say. We're being played, you know. We're being played so hard to all acting as if they're not aware of the fact. Maybe the ones that play the game are not aware. Maybe they truly think it is war. I don't know how deep this betrayal goes, but it goes deep. But it's time to make amends. You know, the Grey are here, the Agarthans are here, the shapeshifting reptilians and the dragon, and more even because people are finding out about what they are and blah blah. Never the pseudo. Stick it to heartburn. Now I'm gonna fucking toss this one away, huh? Cause I can't see otherwise. Almost an entire beer. I'm not gonna save it because I have fruit flies in my house. And they go sit in the beer, and I found it disgusting. So. I can say no too, you know. No, that's enough. It was the kid too. Luckily, I got a backup. Duty. I hate the mornings. I hate the afternoon. I wake up in the evening. I need to get this removed. Maybe I can do this. I don't know. Rechtskool. I don't know. I don't freaking know how to call it in English. But I don't know everything, you know. But I worked hard at this, folks. Wow. For so long. For so long. For so long. 14 years, I think. 14 years ago was 10, around 2012 then, so I don't know. Am I losing it? No, around 2011. And 2012, and maybe this has to do with the Mayan calendar and the date until to which I don't know exactly what it is. The European Union would expire in 2012 and would afterwards, if whatever was happening, continue or be stopped. I don't exactly know. Some sort of agreement. I'm too stoned, and I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. That's not what I am. I'm intoxicated, yes, but I could drive a car now, you know. But you're not allowed to because when you're on drugs are bad, okay? You shouldn't French fry when you're supposed to pizza because then you're going to have a bad time. So. South Park. South Hollywood. I would do that one. I love the song, man. Wanna do it in the butt, wanna do it in the butt, in the butt. Yeah. I'm gonna get my ass fucked by costume anytime, but the most beautiful that are around. You know, that you can't make a difference. Is she a woman or is she a man? I never expected you to be a woman. They're women, you know, feminine energy. Feminine energy. Feminine energy. And we got that too, you know, 80-20, 80% masculine, 20% feminine. I never was a Molly. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. No, I'm 100% not. I've never been a woman. I never wanted to be a woman. I never have been a woman. In my soul's legacies was all soul's history. Ask the pendulum. If you don't believe this, I'll ask mine. Broken. Put together a new one because it's prettier, but not necessarily. If your pendulum is broken, buy a new one till you get through the octave shift. Yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to say is that I can't do it. I forgot what I wanted to sway the pendulum about. Laps to the sun was too, eh? I don't get to stick it with this. I really can't recall. I've had this many times happen. Yeah, yeah. It's something good to forget sometimes. It's not always so, but I've got only 100 euros and 109 euros or so in my bank account. I'm paying for a car, the insurance and the taxes, which doesn't drive because my brother has been, I should say this perhaps, but he had a fine, you know, because he was driving my car. I'm driving, I'm on the Rezepam, you know. I smoke weed, but I'm being told you can't trace THC with a saliva test after 2-3 days. I do not know. And this is not my addiction, you know. It's just okay to become more aware of who you are, or that you. I always go into the mind. I never fall into the stoned ways of being, but I'm high, and I reason more. Divinity is really important. Touristic is really important. This bears so much memory. You do not wish to know. That's why some people get a psychosis from THC, because it opens up a soul essence, you know, and there comes, and sometimes when you open up the canopy, and all of a sudden everything comes streaming in. Can happen, you know. The mental health institute has to do more research into the soul and into what we are truly, star beings. We are built of stars and planets and moons and heavenly bodies, you know. As above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. I want to help out. I want to rise up. I want to be anointed as being one of the few that rise up to the high table. For now, it's going to become the circle of zeal, but that will take time. And time we have, folks. When we go through this process and when we're at the end, we're going to live long lives, you know. I'll be everlasting. I cannot die. I want to be a man, 100%. And if someone else wants to prove this for himself too, first in, first out. So if you're the oldest of your group and you create a construct on another planet, you can become a prime too, you know, to show that you are masculine. Is this right? Precies hoe het zit, zegt ze. Exactly how it is. And Vai is the center of the cosmos. You see my twin flame? Show the colors, show the colors, show the colors. Show the colors, show the colors, show the colors. Show the colors, show the colors, show the colors. Yes, she is my twin flame. So how much distance you owe? How much difference can you make as one? Let's become one, folks. A duo. All of us. Prisoners, hobos, homeless people, rich people. Doe een sticker, doen even tussen, doen een keer toe. 500 people, poor people, sick people. Let's become one. Arabic or Scandinavian or European or doe een sticker, doen even tussen. Unity in diversity. We are one, we all bleed red. Why the fuck are we killing one another? Because of a few shapeshifters that are afraid that I'm gonna fucking dismantle their fucking underground military bases with lava. Yeah, come in with the... I'm rising. I'm raising it. I feel this too, you know. There's this updraft. There's this new wind that is starting to blow. Can't you feel it? I feel it. But I've been feeling it for 8 years, and no one cares. No one cares. There's so many people that talk shit about me. I'm 100% sure. I've got to do this. This is what I was born to do. And what I want to die for too. I always ask questions, and this and that, and work so, and laser, and the basics. But I wasn't a good school student, you know. I barely made it to the lowest rampart of higher educations or whatever. I don't know what it's called in English, I don't care. I just barely made it, you know. Well, at least I didn't have any debt, so that's a plus point. Yeah, we're destined for great things too. I become. It's not like I'm manisch depressief. I don't know what's called in English, but I feel like I am. Every day is the same, you know. No text messages, no calls from numbers I don't know. I'm not gonna pick those up. If you want to contact me, you have my number. Send a WhatsApp. Send a WhatsApp text message, or go on Signal. I'm on Signal too. So just add, if you want to come in touch with me, then add me. I'm not gonna, even though the number is displayed, I'm not gonna take up the telephone. Fuck that shit. I've been harassed a lot these last few years. I had to go to the mental health institution for 3 weeks because of the Rotte Mafia. They were fucking me around, and I know all of you. And you're gonna pay. I do subconsciously. I know everything. I know everything. Everything, and then it grows, and there are more, and wow, so sick. I can't comprehend this, and I'm an ascended master, you know. I need to learn a lot still. I need to learn to lead my forces into combat. I need to learn how to be an elementalist and be casting or be bending fire and wind and air, earth towards you, towards the kid, towards the enemy that is. It's gonna become magical, folks. Mind over matter. If you want this, and we truly set our mind's eye that direction, where I stand, that direction. We can do this. Haven't I shown magic already? With that light pulse coming off me when I sing the Song of Creation. And it ends with Om. Om. They only had a snippet. I'm doing this without hard drugs, you know. I'm just smoking a joint. This is a good live feed. I find this one funny, too. I'm gonna save this one. This one's gonna be saved. I don't have much memory left because they want me to be towards the kid to turn my telephone back to firmware before I can get the ability to send text messages and 5G. So I'm always on Wi-Fi. Luckily I'm home a lot. Oh, this is my prison. This is my new Padua, you know? Padua, Padua. It's a Padua is a mental health institution's town, like a little village for mentally insane. And I've been there for 4.5 months. I wanted to get the fuck out of there, so I told them, seriously so, to Mr. Naketu, I told the ones that took me into the hospital or whatever, I find it to Mr. Naketu, this, no, can't find her name. The torturing households, sticking to this torture. Torture. But I've been there for 4.5 months, you know. And that gets to you. But now I'm doing this on my own energy. I'm sedated. I've taken my medicine today. You know, I feel vibrant because of the alcohol. And alcohol makes me joyous because this one is empty, but I normally say skol. I drink. Skol is the L dragon, the alcohol dragon or so. That isn't. Alcohol doesn't exist anymore. Alcohol drained energy when you drank alcohol. If you only were skol, you will get more positive in your emotional state of being, you know. Skol, like the Scandinavians say. I'm such a sweet man. I'm such a good individual. Wow, I'm pure. I have nothing to worry about, you know, because I'm doing what has to be done. And it took me 14, 15 years, maybe even, of my 36 years life, old life, I do. But I'm doing what I want to do. You know, I want to help. This is what I want. I want to help. To have us all realize that we're one race and that we're going to a cosmos which you cannot comprehend because we're living in a universe which is a quarantine zone for the cosmos because we're impure. We need to reach the point of life and time when we become pure and we truly as a collective act as one. You know? Thanks, bro. Work. No, I'm not stupid. I'm not. No, I bear the traits of a warrior and a dragon. Wananero Atochterop, which was the first name I penned out. Wananero Atochterop. What does Atochterop sound like you? Wat zou jij zeggen? A mental health institution, a personnel woman, I don't know her name anymore, I'm sorry. But she said, daarbovenop, Atochterop, daarbovenop. Like up there, you know, Atochterop. Olympus. So I really, at the very first moment when I saw the name, I was like, I'm to do with Atlantis. I'm to do with Atlas. I'm to do with, that was the earthly plane of existence, and Olympus was in the higher ways, you know, different dimensional plane of existence. It's all true, folks. The legends, the myths, everything is the truth. Because we have been living in cycles. And we've been hijacked, yes, but the lesson still lays. I'm willing to give up everything I have for a better world, you know. That's how I am wired. That's how I have twistically programmed myself, you know. And I did this for the world, for Gaia, for Akasha, for mankind, for the little bumblebees and the little bees that pollinate our world, but they're almost extinct. We're at world's end. We're at the precipice. If we become more joyous, more spiritually active, higher vibrations will be sent out, and we can save the world by the mind's eye. And the heart. Don't you forget the heart. This is where my secret lays, in my heart. I'm so sentient, you know, and that's why I feel so depressed, because I can't, because this is way out of the way, this is just the way out of, it's like this, you know, bam. Way out of the way of reasoning, a way out of the way of perceiving the world as is. This is about knowingness. I was clear knowing, is what Maya Bering told me. I'm clear audient too, I'm clear salient, I'm clear gustance. I've got many higher senses activated. My smell, physical smell, I smell nothing. What Benjamin says, if I was to be able to smell everything, I would smell the physical. Well, then I go nuts. Show the colors, 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 show the colors. Yes. Because I have a dragon nose, folks. I smell everything in the ether. Everything. And sometimes I get a sense of smell in a higher sense. I don't smell physical things. I smell gas. But I don't smell other, not really, no. And sometimes then a whiff, but then I gotta real strong smell through, and you just know where it comes from, you know. If you smell a dragon, you smell a dragon. I can tell you this much. You just know this is a dragon. You smell it. This is the most primordial sense of the human body, the nose, smelling. That's how microspores, they na. Flora, fauna, they na too. That's how they get to this. The spore way of life is magical. I forgot what I want to talk about. This again, I forget what I talk about, and I start. I'm not of the. I never do the work of straightening things out before you go. You know, I just go in, the live feed. This I'm gonna write down topics. Fuck that shit. Maybe I should sometimes, but life is life, folks, and life will always transpire. But do is to get the what is to be alive, and it's really weird for me because I'm at the pinnacle. You know, I'm the apex. I'm the Invictus Prime. For now, if anyone else thinks he's better suited for the job, well, by all means, I will arrange something in the coming year to be able for people to write into a leader, to be a leader, to syndicate, to voting system or so, whatever, worldwide, every single land, everywhere. Everyone may. If they're better than me, and this is not me being egotistical, but by all means, take the lead, be the Invictus Prime. I'm just here to make the foundation as firm as possible so we can have a house for always and ever to come home to. Gaia. I love my life, you know, but then I hate it. But I love my life, but then I hate it. With a smile and a grin, you know. I made that one up. Am I sick? I'm not sick. I'm not sick. The mental health institution of this world will have to the 30th September of the world now to stick a T. To come clean, to wake the flying fuck up, to give the pharmaceutical companies the flying fucking middle finger, or to stick it in the this, and stop sedating the collective hive mind of to mankind, and Gaia Akasha, the Dana, flora and fauna. I'm done. This is my last fucking line. If I cross this line, all your heads will be mine. Even though I've got to take a sword that I'm not accustomed to, because Coast and EO are coming, but I don't know when. And they're light as a feather for me, so. I love life. I'm offering the elite of the world. Just let's work together. Let's come to a conclusion. Coming together of two worlds, the underworld, the underground, because they all live on military bases. Yeah, all of them. There may be a myth too, you know. this could be my subconscious be thwarting my mind's eye. I don't know, because I live life from my perspective, and from my perspective of what I've been through and what I've seen, and what I can do, and what I intend to do, and what I'm told I will be able to do. You know, I stick it to it. This I do. I just grow. I grow. I grow. I grow in energy every day. Even though I'm taking my medication, I can, with the help of, I must say, alcohol. I'm trying to find the legal way of how to do it. You know, I don't drive my car. My car, the battery's dead. It's a shame. It's worth some money still, but I need to make the decision to stop because I smoke now, so I wouldn't be able to drive for 2 days. If it's true, what they talk about the saliva test. But just in the kid to, and I've got lorazepam, which is in my blood for 4 days, and they could, that I could test positive for that too, you know, so. I can't drive the car. I'm paying insurance, I'm paying taxes. I'm almost out of cash now. I'll make it. I've got parents that are willing to be able to help me out. But it's a shame, you know. I've been a sales agent too. I can show you. I need to find the page. It's in there somewhere. Bear with me. Dragon with me. Akashani. Get to this music too. I love this page too. Together, you know, as one. What the Nazis, yes, we in the Netherlands are the reminder of Nazi Germany. I don't want my number to be put on Facebook because I don't trust me that so much, but this was my doings, you know. I was a sales agent. I've earned so much money, wow. I could have been fucking wealthy if I took my approach serious, but I couldn't because I was too less of a man, because I didn't know what kind of world we're living in. Where are we going? What is the trajectory? If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have anyone that tried the pendulum to yeah. Now let's stick it to the underbelly, you know, twisting the kid to looking down. But I'm a bit too, you know, I'm a bit too lean. Too stick it too small. I want to gain muscle mass. I wish this was a fucking physical fight. Fucking A. Or fuck you up. All my moves comes subconscious from the heart. And when I get angry, I'll get adrenaline rushes through my body and other substances maybe not too, I don't know. Because research has to be done into my being, as I've been saying for the last fucking 8, 9 years. Wake the fuck up! Fucking A. Probe me, yes. Put a dildo up my ass. I don't care. As long as it's being done by a woman or a custody. No, yeah. I don't know. Je doe lachen. Je moet lachen. Dat is zo mooi. En dan zo maak ik al een band met jullie, hè? Dus IVD. But this is how I connect with people. This is, and what I think is that I got chosen before 2012 because I started to choose the path of sharing truth of the world, you know. I've reached out to so many people that came to deeper understanding of how reality works. And then I got points for that. Like keeping the date, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, sorry. But and that you have most prayer power or so, or it flows to you, and you become the one that gets to remodel the world together with others, because in the Association Protocol, others can still step in and co-create. You know, you can co-create with the environment of mankind, the consciousness of us, the subconscious hive mind, but the conscious hive mind becomes smarter. Do stick it in if it is, and we just, yeah, we'll be in a magical reality when it all comes down to shelf and happen. Which is this. No, you don't see this. I don't see it. It's a mole. No, watching it, I'm having a blast. I'm been 1 hour, 3 minutes. So I'm feeling more enthusiastic now than I felt earlier today because I was so depressed. They started working on this apartment, the entire complex, for rotting concrete and painting. And it started. They have done the back of the building almost. I got the windows left to be painted. De kozijnen is het Engels. Stick it to this. I'm gonna get to. I am content. Now I'm content, you know. Misschien ben ik echt manisch depressief. Kijk, die diagnose is in mij. Ja, toe. Dat is wel grappig, hè? Ik hoor mensen lachen. Ik weet niet wat het duivel maar. Ik hoor het. Nee, ik zie het. Nee, ik voel het. Ja, ik voel het, ja. Voel het. Ja. Ik voel het. The world is brightening up, you know. Let's come as one. The Garthans, the humans, the shapeshifting reptilians, and the dragon. We've got it, you know. This is fun. The work that needs to be done is fun. It's not pain, it's not angst. Destiny, angst, angst, nee, nee, fear, fear. I can sense if a word is hardbound or not. I can sense it. With this, I think it has to do with resetting my mind's higher self, or to pinpoint, or to. I work with sound, you know. I don't work with light. That's what I've been saying for years. And then I have this video with the voice of the sound of creation. Oh, oh, oh. Lucy coming to come off of me, but that in that moment in time in life, it was just so much subconscious. It was manifesting. I'm glad I'm still alive, folks, but you have to help me out. I need parties, I need drugs. Not now, but when a woman comes here in my life, that once is my twin flame, and it has to do with becoming an ascended master for herself. She will work with my doctrine, you know. And I believe drugs, not all drugs, you know, I'm not saying all drugs, but most drugs are really good for mind-broadening together with this growing. Meditation, amphetamine. Go in a warm summer day, lay in your bed, open up the window, listen to the birds and to all the noises and the wind blowing. You close your eyes. I had this experience. I was flabbergasted. Too. I saw to this kitty. I'm get to this kitty 5 hours flashing by in one moment's time. So it felt like I was in a trance, but party, have fun, dance is such a good way of getting grounded, of getting rejuvenated. I haven't danced for 10 years, 8 years. I'm the best techno dancer there is, one of the best. I haven't seen the entire world, but dog is switching places. Yeah, I gotta go soon. I don't know what time it is. 0001. I would just understand that I'm not ego driven. I'm not doing this out of ego. I want a better world. I want a better world. I know that there are a lot of people that want this too, and we can make it happen, you know. We can make it happen. I was thinking about a song, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. And I used to think of Amelia Clark, you know. If she's here, then the entire dragon believing collective of the world, there are a lot of those. And the Game of Thrones, it all makes sense. I've done the dragons in the biological ether. Emilia Clarke has done it on the green screen, on the artificial ether. I don't know if it's a green screen or on TV, anyways. And she's 2 years older, but yeah, but I don't know. I'm older than her. Don't 50 times older. 50 times older, and then we came together towards this point now, so it's normally 300. I don't know. But we're twin flames. That's what I do now. We are twin flames. And I think I've done a good job, you know. I'm proud of myself. Hey, I'm living on benefits still. I don't have any money. Running out of cash because everything is getting so expensive, you know. I don't do drugs. The last time I bought drugs was a week ago. 10 euros of marijuana. But I'm not on amphetamine as such anymore. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. If I have these depressing days, moreover, then I'm gonna get to. Then I might start hard drugs without my women here. Because shit has got the fucking stick it to this. Cool down. But people aren't helping me, you know. I could be a am I not a influencer on some sort of level? Subconsciously, yes. I'm not as much of a smoker as I was a few days ago, because I've got the entire biological ether under control in my subconscious. Yeah. This is the truth. Show the colors of the colors of the colors, show the colors of the colors of the colors, show the colors of the colors of the colors, yes. Is that the reason why I spoke a little less? Show the colors of the colors of the colors, show the colors of the colors, colors of the colors, yes. I communicate through smoking. Because what does smoke do? You see it, it drifts away into nothingness, so seemingly, because then it becomes sound. You can't hear it, but it's there. And that's why smoking in the Netherlands has become so expensive, because we're being chemtrailed all the time, and smoke intervenes or disrupts the chemtrail. And when you think of someone who smoke, like the Indians with their smoke and their rituals for water, those were real, they worked. That's why North America was never to be explored or found out about before. They should have been left alone. Something went wrong in the matrix. My calendar, you know, species, and waterman, water guy. Waterman and Visse Waterman. I forgot his name. I can't do it in English. But anyways, the water, the species, is an aquatic sign. Waterman is wind. It comes from above, the energy. Wind always comes from above. And the energy always wind comes from above. In the energy. Yeah. Ja. Maar toen, ik moet echt naar bed denk ik, maar morgen, hoe laat is het nou? 0008. I look so young still, you know. I've still got baby face. I got holes in my teeth. I need to go back to the dentist for another €1,000. Because everyone is tainting me, you know. All the energy from people for negativity, they want, I hope your teeth rot out. I hope you do so, weet ik veel, you know, stick it to this. Or your feet, or your back, or your knee, or whatnot, you know. They can take everything. I don't have a defensive barrier around me. Back in the garden shed, or it's just more of a room. In the back of my parents' place, I was there. I could choose which avatar energetic tattoo I wanted. Do I want all the energy for myself? Or do I want to give away energy to help others out? I've given all my layers out to the collective, you know. I don't have any defensive barrier. So if someone close to me, I don't know how it works exactly, but they taint it, and it becomes excruciating. It becomes so intense. It's been less down, but this is what Emilia Clarke did to me, you know. I think, or her mother, a naval breach, a novel book. I can get it fixed, so I'm not worried about that, but I just hope one of my twin flames, Chagall of Prairie of Emilia Clarke, comes to me. Those are the first three I want to meet. I hope you meet up first, and then, no, it doesn't matter. One of those three. They can hang along and have a good time together too. I'm 100% sure. I just know how emotion works, you know. The whoa, the key, the ka, the ko. Whoa, key, ka, ko. Whoa, to feel. Key, to see. Ko, ka, to speak. Kro, to be. Those are the four sound chakras. And then you have the fifth, the seal. It's like a pyramid. And the light working realm can be put as a torus in essence, you know. The torus is a mirrored storm in essence. Or it mirrors both ways. And that's why you can make timelines. No, sorry, no. Not timelines. Nee, niks. Ja, zo uit. We are the Taurus. We zijn eruit. Are we out of the Taurus? So the colors, 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 so the colors. Yes. Is there anyone else immortal besides me in the world? Should it go, beyond my twin flame connection? Should it go, Yes. Find out for yourself, folks. It's fun. The painting is fun. It's exciting, exhilarating. The thing I had to do, shit. Go butt naked outside and piss against Best and West, the walnut in the backyard. By the way, Best and West. I switched the page to find out what the name. It's windy. And I do this. All these kinds of weird things. Wow. Also do with pornography shit and stuff like that. I did all those weird things. I just a pendulum, you know. I just been doing whatever the fly fuck I had to do. It was so easy. But it was really fun. No, it wasn't easy, but it was fun. Hey, I'm gonna go to bed soon, folks, so I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I think the kid too.